birthday was so great, but I wish I had just one more thing.
I have just the thing.
Oh my God!
Yes!
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 Yes! Best present ever! New Day Rocks! New Day Rocks! New Day Rocks! Hello, Internet world. I'm here with my guest, Frank Mastari, also known as Frank the Clown.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love being here on Ringside Or Riot.
This past week in wrestling has been insane. First there was TLC, then there was an incredible Raw, and also NXT in London.
Yeah, I thought that TLC was a very solid show. Surprisingly solid. The matches from top to bottom were on point. The main event, Roman and Sheamus, delivered. We had a really cool ending in which people were actually cheering Roman Reigns. That's how you know the ending was good.
Yeah, because normally they don't really like him, but I think everyone's starting to actually enjoy what Roman Reigns is bringing.
And that carried over into Monday, and the ratings went up. The show quality rose dramatically. We got the return of Mr. McMahon.
And his big grapefruits.
Well, they're actually shriveled up little prunes now.
Well, apparently to Roman Reigns, but they're still grapefruits.
Yes, Roman Reigns punched him so hard that maybe his grapefruits like just
fell off and rolled away.
They just
and got made into
away.
Juice, because I like grapefruit juice.
And after he Superman punched him in the main event, he then became the World Heavyweight Champion and finally got that belt that he actually rightfully deserves. So wrestling is looking good.
Okay, hold on. Let's rewind for a second and talk about this. The rebirth of ECW. They had a match at TLC, but I think they had an even better match on Raw, and it's probably the least PG thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, least PG thing. I mean, Tommy Dreamer took a cheese grater to someone's...
Yeah, he took a cheese grater to someone's...
Imagine having your grated by a cheese grater.
Ow! Ow!
Now let's talk about this incredible ladder match. It was the New Day, the Usos, and the Lucha Dragons. And it was just filled with such action. We saw Kalisto... We saw Kalisto do the Salida del Sol off the top of the ladder through another ladder. And there was just all kinds of huge spots. Everybody was at the top of their game. Okay, Noelle.
Sorry, I just really like my new present.
And everything was great until Monday night on Raw when the New Day came out and they cut this surprisingly heartfelt, really respectful speech directed towards the Lucha Dragons and the Usos until...
They ruined it. Made it about themselves.
Of course they did. They made it all about themselves.
And how about that NXT show in London? The crowd was insane. They've been waiting years for a show in London, and NXT's never been there before, right?
Never.
Their first time.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great matches. My favorite was Bayley versus Nia Jax. Nia Jax dominated Bayley the whole match, but in the end, Bayley beat her.
Yeah, Bayley made her tap out. She prevailed and took down the mighty Nia Jax. My favorite was the NXT Championship match, Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor. It was a knockdown, drag-em-out brawl for like 20 minutes, back and forth. Jack the Ripper, Finn Balor, came out in his little top hat and his coat, and he ripped out Samoa Joe's heart, I think, after pinning him and defeating him and retaining the NXT Championship. Oh man, Noelle, your hair looks actually really nice today. It's surprising. Looks like a bird's nest usually.
Don't touch my hair. You're not big enough and you're not sexy enough. Only one man can touch my hair. What the
So we have the Slammy Awards coming up next week, and we also have the Figure Slammies coming up right around the corner as well. But I thought that it'd be fitting for me to host my own award show, and I want to call them the Whammies. And on this particular award show, there's only going to be one category and one winner. With that said, the category is the longest, most drawn out, most influential, detailed fan letter sent to WWE corporate by a person. And the whammy goes to this guy. 2015 was quite the up and down year in the wrestling world. We saw all kinds of changes, injuries, and all kinds of crazy stuff ensued. And yeah, the product was kind of on the downward spiral for a while until some fans spoke up and made changes. And all of a sudden, look, we're heading to 2016 full steam ahead. With that said, we are here to make some 2016 predictions, and we have our special guest, our balloon poppin' friend, Mr. Poppintwist. Pop and twist, pop and twist, pop and twist, pop and twist.
Thank you for that.
You're so welcome.
So, 2016, huh?
Yes.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Okay.
And it's coming fast.
I think that we should make predictions on the Royal Rumble. That's the first event of 2016. Do we have any early odds-on favorites?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Really? I was thinking maybe John Cena, or what if Daniel Bryan comes back?
Okay. Are you sold 100% on Brock Lesnar?
No, but I think the groundwork is set with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. And obviously, Roman Reigns, I don't think he's making a heel turn anytime soon because the fans are behind him. So you're going to have somebody who's going to have that heel aspect. So if John Cena comes in, that's you're going to have face on face at that point. That's going to be rough.
So that leads me into WrestleMania. WrestleMania is going to be right after Royal Rumble. Obviously, it starts the road to WrestleMania. So you think Roman Brock too?
I think so.
Okay. Where does that leave John Cena? Where does that leave The Undertaker? Are they going to face each other?
That could be. I mean, that it depends on how much gas is left in the Undertaker's tank.
Okay.
Because Sting is not going to have that match.
Right. Not this year.
Not this year.
Yeah.
And and people want and you could easily see John Cena's worked the heel before with The Rock.
Yeah. He
can do the same thing, and he can go one with the Undertaker, and in this persona.
I would love to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? WrestleMania main
Gosh.
event. Where right now, what is
I'm
it?
not sure. If Daniel Bryan does come back and he wins the Rumble, wouldn't it be awesome to see Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar? It'd be different.
It's one of my dream
but it'd be
matches,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's one of my dream matches. I would have to say, it's either going to be Roman and Brock, or I think Cena and Roman. I actually think Cena's going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to have his grand return. He's going to come back before, but he's going to come back with a lot of momentum. He's going to win the Rumble. Cena and Reigns, and I think Kevin Owens is going to have a crack at The Undertaker. I think that, I think it would make for a very interesting match and a very awesome back and forth, and Owens.
I'd like that.
Yeah. WrestleMania is sure to be an incredible show, and after WrestleMania, we then have Money in the Bank, which is always a big topic of discussion. Do we have any predictions for Money in the Bank?
I would like there not to be a return, a second guy, to win it again. I'd like to see a fresh face win it. Now, Kevin Owens doesn't have. He could have it. It always works better when a heel has it, even though I like when a good guy has it. Yeah. It's just fun. But good guys don't do the shady, cheaty ways to get to do it. So Kevin Owens with the case would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think Dean Ambrose, because I know for sure after Sheamus won the Money in the Bank, it was just okay.
Yeah,
there's
not
nothing
Sheamus.
to look forward to. But if Dean Ambrose wanted to be oh wow, I have something to look forward to when he cashes it in.
It's true.
Who's to say that, let's say, Seth Rollins might be due back around that time?
Yeah.
Maybe he comes back as a babyface.
Yep.
The Authority does not want to give him a title shot, so he just goes and wins himself the Money in the Bank again, and the crowd will be going wild for him.
I'd
It's
like
an
that.
interesting thing. I think Kevin Owens is a big possibility.
Yeah.
But there's and the beauty of the Money in the Bank is that there's always all kinds of possibilities.
It won't be Tyler Breeze though.
Won't be Tyler
no.
Breeze. Probably not Adam Rose either.
Probably not.
Not the
Or
Rose Bush.
R-Truth.
No,
R-Truth would be.
What's up?
So, Money in the Bank. Obviously, we just covered the 3 big stories of 2016 to be coming. Are we expecting any big returns in this year?
Well, we know Seth Rollins is coming back.
Yes.
That's that's a given. But Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, yeah, he's supposed to be out for a while, but he's at some point.
It's a year. It's a possibility.
Yeah,
He could be back by Survivor Series. Maybe.
Yeah, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, something like, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Shane O'Mac.
Oh, here comes the money.
Yeah.
Here comes the money. Yeah, because when Shane McMahon comes, the money actually follows. And the ratings will go up because they haven't been very good. And we got to get the pay-per-view sales, the network sales. Sorry, I just...
Exactly.
All right.
I agree.
Yes.
And that's why I want him back.
Yes, I would say that, speaking of yes, Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
I think everything's been under wraps for a long time. They've been very hush-hush about his injury. I think that he's going to pop up very soon. I don't think it's going to be the Royal Rumble because if he's in the Royal Rumble and he gets eliminated, the fans are going to revolt.
Yeah,
like me. Again, I'm going to write a really angry email.
Over and
I've never
over
done
again.
before. Ever.
No?
I've never done that, but I've really been thinking about it.
Oh, it was a whole different clown that did that.
Yeah, some other guy.
Okay.
But I think Daniel Bryan's going to come back. I think he's going to have a strong year. I don't know if he's going to be wrestling, the full... I think he's going to come back as a different Daniel Bryan, where he's not going to be throwing himself off the top rope and doing suicide dives to the outside. I think he's going to be more safer, but he's going to be this, the same lovable goat that we all have grown to know. So, yay for goats. Yes, for goats. So 2016, we can end that with a resounding... Do we think 2016 will be a great year?
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! So, you've heard our thoughts for 2016. We want to hear yours. Leave them in the comments below and let us know what you think. This is a segment we like to call Figure News. We just put up some new pre-orders. Let's talk about them. First and foremost, the NWO Wolfpack version of Kevin Nash, ringside exclusive. Look at this guy. I love him. After that, we have the WrestleMania 32 series, Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. Battle Pack 39 with Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, and Kevin Owens and John Cena. Series 60, John Cena, Luke Harper, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston, Renee Young, Kalisto, and Randy Orton. There's a Stone Cold Steve Austin Defining Moments figure. And there's Series 59, R-Truth, Triple H, Eva Marie, Iron Sheik, Honky Tonk Man, Sasha Banks, Sheamus, and Bray Wyatt. Another WrestleMania 32 Battle Pack, including Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart. There's also the Nation of Domination Elite 2-Pack exclusive, featuring Farouk and The Rock. Not to mention Elite 41, Ryback, Terry Funk, Dean Ambrose, Lita, Finn Balor, and 123 Kid. Those pre-orders are up now, so act fast and get yours today.
That wraps it up for this week's Ringside or Riot. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.
And don't forget to check out MrPoppintwist.com for all of your balloon needs.
You guys are lame.